All right, everyone. There is a video online. It is very disturbing. It appears to show Starmer, Merz, and Macron using cocaine. Now, a couple of people have been apologetic for them and said, well, it's just stevia or something like that. No, that appears to be a baggie. That appears to be cocaine. When Macron takes it and shoves it in his pocket like this. Oh, no, there's nothing there. Yeah, I don't think that you do that with stevia. Just saying. There was a spoon on the table as well. Yes, you can ladle stevia into your drink with a spoon. You can also do things with cocaine. I remember one time when I was much younger, I actually found a big duffel bag out in the woods, and it was full of drug paraphernalia. There were empty bags and with residue in them, spoons and stuff like that. Somebody was clearly using heroin, I believe, at the time, possibly cocaine as well. This is what this appears to be. Link in the description. You can watch the video for yourself and decide for yourself. I have a feeling that they were using drugs. Now, Zelensky, because they were in Kiev at the time, is known to be a cocaine aficionado. I do not believe in the drug war. So, honestly, I don't have a problem with this. I don't care if public officials are using drugs. I just wish that they would apply the same rhetoric to the general population. If you're allowed to use cocaine and marijuana and drink a lot and do all of these other things, why can't the general population do the same things? Doesn't seem to be impairing you. Well, I mean, you're clearly impaired, but I mean, that's beyond the point. If you're allowed to use drugs, why shouldn't the general population be able to do the same thing? That's the only thing that I ask. Consistency with regards to drug law and things like that. You're allowed to use drugs. The general population should be allowed to use drugs. You're allowed to do X, Y, and Z. The general public should be allowed to do X, Y, and Z. Whether they choose to do so or not is beyond purview. I believe that there should be consistency in the law, and that just because a person has been elected to a public office doesn't put them above reproach. That's all that I'm asking. I don't care if a public official, for example, owns a weapon that would be otherwise illegal, but it should be legal for the public. Go ahead and smoke weed. Then the public should be able to smoke weed. I notice that in a couple of these nations, smoking weed is illegal. This is not the case in many states in the United States, nor in the Netherlands, nor in certain other countries in the world. In certain countries, if you smoke a bong, you can get executed for it. I find this to be a little bit on the troublesome side, but it's their laws. As long as their public officials follow the same laws, I don't really see any problem in this. It's just be consistent. That's all I'm asking. That's the only thing that I ask. The cope is real too. When people are saying, well, this is a bag of stevia, that does not look like stevia to me. I'm just saying that, when it's put in the shirt, oh, no, that didn't exist actually. Just ignore it. When people realize that they're being recorded and all of a sudden they decide to take something off of the table and hide it, it's probably not stevia. What would be the point? I mean, there would be no issue with that. Oh, yeah, I mean, this is sweetener for the coffee or the tea or whatever we're drinking. Well, then nobody cares. Yeah, you might have some jokes about, snorting white powder or something like that. That's perfectly fine. But you'll be able to say, look, this is the baggie. This is stevia. It is a sweetener. Okay. Well, then why did you decide to pocket it? What was the point behind that? The cope is real with regards to this particular situation. That was cocaine. It was drugs. These people were high on drugs, and you can tell, by the way, by their mannerisms that they were high on drugs as well. Oh, the shit-eating grins, shuffling around, shit-eating grins, overly talkative and so forth. Yeah, that would probably be cocaine. I've seen people that were high on cocaine. I saw somebody snorting it in a jail in New Orleans, actually. It was a very interesting experience. This is not stevia. I don't think that you generally snort stevia. I'm surprised they didn't have straws lying around on the table, actually, honestly. I would have expected them, they were probably doing bumps or something like that. I do know about drugs. I've never tried hard drugs, to be clear. I've never used cocaine, crack, meth, anything like that. That being said, this was probably drugs. It was probably not sweetener for the coffee or the tea. Because if sweetener is on the table for coffee or tea, why would you bother to try to hide it? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I have a feeling, yes, indeed, this was cocaine. And it makes sense because they're in Kiev at the time, and they're buddy-buddy with somebody who is known to use cocaine on a regular basis, namely Zelensky. Putin probably does it too, so we'll be fair, you know. All is fair in love and war, and this happens to be a war. Uh, he uses cocaine. We know this. This is undisputable. We know that the people that meet with him might be supplied with such materials. It's not really that difficult to understand the situation. Just saying. So yeah, apparently Starmer, Merz, and Macron, they appear to really enjoy their cocaine. Again, I'm not saying that this is a problem. It isn't. I mean, if Trump did cocaine, I wouldn't blame him either. You used a couple of lines of coke? Who cares? The drug war is dead anyway. That's perfectly fine with me. Just don't be a hypocrite about it. Put other people in jail for doing exactly the same thing. Because you know that it's not as harmful as the drug warriors would label it. That's about all. Peace out.